Coming into this school Full Sail, with the monthly classes, I was very confused and not really expecting much. But first month, I learned a lot of things. Was introduced to a lot of web tools, Lynda, which teaches you like everything. So that was really great. It taught me a lot about photography, music production, editing, visual like visualizations. I did animation graphics for visualizers. It's really cool. Just a bunch of different things that introduced me to there. Uh, while also learning a lot of the new vocab that's to do with things in my field, which I didn't know for a lot of the words. So that was also another very helpful thing. Um, what I wanted to learn more about. I don't know, you guys, in digital literacy, you guys kind of covered it all for that. Because it's just very, a lot of things punched in a lot of times. The only thing I would say would be little different ways of doing it instead of all just videos. Because the fact is that a lot of students don't have equipment, so a lot of videos are just kind of filmed on the Mac, so it's kind of tedious to watch all webcam movies. So that's my own thing. And my advice for students is spread the work out. I don't know about some myself. I was a very big procrastinator before coming here. My last school was a very big procrastinator too. But what's great about this school is you get the web page that lists all of the assignments that you have and all the dates and how many hours you have until it's due. So it kind of keeps reminding you there. But my main thing is don't procrastinate and spread it out because it's just so much easier. For instance, I'm watching a Lynda video right now that's like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I saw around an hour yesterday, saw 45 minutes this morning. I have another hour to watch, but because I'm spreading it out, it's so much easier and it's not as much. So I'd say spread the work out because doing 1 hour a day is a lot better than doing like 4 hours last minute. Don't procrastinate. It never works, especially with this class because it's all videos and all that, and uploading is always a gamble, the amount of time there. But in the end, the most important thing that I feel is expressed in this class, a few things actually, but it's perspective because you have a bunch of different kind of students in here going for different degrees, so it just covers all of the perspectives, which is great. It does film, recording arts, all of that. It gives you opportunity to do your thing, which is awesome. But the most important thing is collaboration with this class because you have such a big output and such a little time to do it. You want to collaborate well with others and people who are gonna like play off each other and help each other out. For instance, like the group that I've been working with, like we all kind of bring something to the table. Me and Matt know a little bit more film. Carson and James know more about recording arts, and Carson just good at improv, really good at improv, good actors, and it's just everyone Dash is a good actor. Everything just kind of complements each other, and while like together the collaboration, it just comes out easier. So it's a very big skill to learn and keep using it because it can be there your whole life. You need that.
Okay, so the whole idea of wrapping up the class, I like this. It's a nice period of reflection in the middle of reloading my insulin pump. Give me a moment. Okay, so what I've learned this month, I think the biggest thing that I've learned this month is like some actual humility regarding my technological abilities, because like a lot of people, I was pretty egocentric about what I do, in regards to not technology in general, just the recording stuff. But the fact is, I've gotten to hear other people's stuff, and I realize I'm not that great, and I have a lot of room to grow. But I've said it a lot during this class, like, that is the point. That is the reason I'm here, to perfect my trade, so to speak. So I've learned that I'm really more of an immigrant, and I've learned to accept that as my reality, and then be able to move forward and grow, because without acceptance, I've got nothing. So, what I want to learn more about, one of the things that I was kind of, a synonym for disappointed, because not in a negative light disappointed, but something I would have liked to have learned a little bit more about. One of the last projects where I said to upload to Google Drive and OneDrive, that was something I had no idea what it was. And the same thing with Weebly. It was just kind of tossed out there with no real explanation. And Weebly actually really bothered me because I thought I heard in class that it was free, and it wasn't. so I was not okay with that. I guess that like um, if projects are like said, oh, by the way, use this program, I feel like there should be some actual explanation on how that program works or what it's supposed to do. I mean, I took a guess and just uploaded my project, and it turns out that's what she wanted. So, um, yeah. I guess I'd like to elaborate more on assignments as far as how the technology should be used if said aforementioned technology is necessary in the grade. And advice for future students, just get to know your teacher. It's not high school anymore. We're all adults. We can conduct ourselves on a professional level with teachers like we couldn't before. And I feel much better knowing that I can actually like get closer to a teacher, be able to be honest with them about what's going on. I feel like I don't have to be a kid anymore. So don't be afraid to get to know your teachers. They're pretty cool people. Thank you. Bye-bye. This has been Carson Martabano.
What I've learned this month, I guess you could say what I've learned is actually be more literate in something that I've used all my life and to actually use credible resources. That being said, um, I guess I would say that I was more of a just sitting there and using whatever resources I could find, and now I'm actually using credible resources and learning how to research properly. Um, what I could learn more about would be probably just trying to use the internet to connect more, getting more people to help me with films, or that being said, to have a guess profile of just all the people that I can connect with and use later on in the future. Advice for future students: just do your work and keep going. Don't lose sight. Do all your assignments. Don't screw around.
Things I learned this month are definitely how to be a digital citizen, what that entitles, digital law, digital privacy, the 9 elements, whatnot. I learned what it meant to be digitally literate, to be informed about what's going on in the digital world, how to use platforms, wikis, databases, such things like that. Um, what else? What I would want to learn more about would probably actual like kind of just basic formats or something maybe. They go with DGL as being digitally literate, but it just kind of teaches you what it is, not how to be. Um, so that would be something, maybe get more specifics. And advice for future students would just be expect a lot of citing. Make sure that you understand Diigo or whatever your teacher uses for your resources. Make sure that you're using credible information. That's a big part of this. And to turn in your work on time. This is just, yeah.
This month, I learned a lot about the differences between being a digital native and a digital immigrant because when you think of the difference, what it actually means is some people were like born into this new era where we got all this new technology and um, all these new computers and devices and things that can do just about anything. And a lot of older people are just not used to it because they're already set in their old ways, which is cool as long as they don't like get in the way of the new generation doing their new thing because we can't all repeat the same cycle, in my opinion. Everything needs to progress and get better. So that's why I think I'm a digital native. I think that digital immigrants and natives can kind of intermingle, obviously, but it's just like it's just like whatever, like neither should like try to change the other because we should all just like exist. Let's coexist. Um, Also, what I want to learn more about, I would probably like to learn more about like the different programs we use in the course, like Digo or Google Drive, etc., things like that, because I felt like, well, I'm actually probably pretty proficient with Google Drive, but things like Digo weren't explained too well because they obviously were pretty simple, but I just feel like I missed some stuff when it comes to that. So I would like more explanation on those. And also, what I want to learn more. Oh wait, that's not the right one. Advice for future students. I'm sorry. I recommend that future students just take the class seriously and put more into it, because what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So it's not a hard class, but you still have to be mature about it or you'll probably fail. So that's about it. Signing off.